Oh, hi, amazing people. therpgchick here, and I am bringing you the heckin' awesome game Rhapsody, a musical adventure. And we did meet that all songs incentives. That's gonna include at least this opening song here on the screen while we wait for it. We have a brand new host.
Hi, I'm Leggy.
And here it goes.
I know that you're out there and I'm waiting for you. Cornet is my name and I'm a puppeteer too. With my puppet friends there's nothing that we can't do. They are there to help me make my dreams come true. And once you get to know them, they just might help you too. And all the puppets in the world will help me find my way to you. I know that you're out there and I'm waiting for you. There she goes again, she's so in love. So, as if lightning struck her from above. But it did! I love you, my prince. You are my true love. Cornet, won't you stop your silly dreaming, please? That's not true. Can't you see? I'm just trying to make my dream come true. Dressed like that? I've done everything a girl's supposed to. I take a bubble bath, even wash behind my ears. Oh! All the bubbles tickle my nose, but they get me squeaky clean. And when I'm done, I'm looking beautiful. Cornet, you are a silly girl. You must look further than just mere appearances to see. Cornet, are you following this? What's important is what's inside of you. What's inside of me? Don't you understand what I am saying to you? Look inside yourself and you will find out what is true. You must be courageous and be true to your heart. Aha! It will make you happy when you know just where to start. Okay! I see it's what's inside of me. Yes, what's inside of you? Someday I'll find my love. He'll be the one for me. I will be waiting patiently until he comes. I told you, don't wait. You take the initiative. Now I remember. Think for myself. Yeah, that's it. I know I'll find him. And here will be the man of my dreams. We'll share our lives as one until the end of time. Someday our hearts will beat as one. Yay!
Well, there's your introduction to this game. So I hope you enjoyed it. So just so y'all know, I can switch between the languages at any time. Pretty sure anyway. And is English still in the lead right now, Likey?
Let me double check things real fast. We did have a few donations coming in. Looking real fast.
No worries.
And the answer is yes, it is currently in the lead.
Okay. So I will double check that I can switch the language up after we get started. But let's kick this off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So yeah, this game has gotten a really nice introduction to y'all. It is the game that thinks it's Disney. I mean, you're gonna get quite a few songs, and again, because that donation incentive was met, we are going to be listening to the 2 in-game songs that we usually skip, including the Mountain Man song, at least 1 full loop, which we also usually cut short a little bit. So this is Cornette. She is going to be the main character of this game, and this is her puppet friend, Kururu. This game is Disgaea before Disgaea was Disgaea. So it does not take itself seriously, there's fourth wall breaking, and it's pretty amazing. The sprite work is, of course, absolutely gorgeous. It is a pretty late-ish PS1 era game. And the gist of the thing is that Cornette has a magical horn. And when she plays the horn, it grants her wishes. So in the case of a lot of the times that she's going to play the horn throughout the course of the run, she's going to have these puppets that she can actually hear join her party. And this is our first puppet. This is Sharte. And she is going to be our main damage dealer and our healer. And we're going to equip her with some nice equipment. And this guy up here is our grandpa, and he starts us off on our first quest. He's like, oh, can you go into the woods and bring back some Enotium? And Enotium can serve as currency in this world. It can serve as repairing for puppet stuff. It does a lot of different things. Now, this game is a little bit different because it is a tactics RPG, but it has random encounters. So we're going to get a little bit of a tutorial battle here. Oh good, turn order is all kinds of messed up, that's fine. So Sharte is Holy Element, which is why she's going to be our main healer for the course of this run. She also packs quite a wallop with her Holy Magic. Now, Cornette can also use her horn in battle, and what this does is 2 things. It's going to give the puppets extra attack power, and it's also going to increase a little bar in the upper right-hand corner, which is going to give us rewards later on. Amazing, amazing, delicious rewards. So, Kururu has only food on the brain. We share that in common. And she asks Cornette, let's have lunch. And now that lunch is had, she's like, oh, Cornette, will you sing my favorite song for me? And this is one of the songs that's usually skipped, so enjoy.
I remember the song, I've known it for so long, and it feels so good to hear. Sounds a little sad but sweet just the same. Lovely melody. Whenever I hear this song, I really don't know why. It makes me shed a little tear. But I'm sure my tears will soon disappear, because I know you're here. Whenever I am feeling sad and everything around looks bad, all I have to do is think of you. I know my dreams are waiting to come true.
yeah, just because I see a little bit in chat, so all the songs are vocal in this game. There is a DS remake. Music is not anywhere near as good. Well, we came here for an actual task, so let's get back to that. Also, let me just make sure, because I'm pretty sure I can switch it. Yeah, okay, so I can switch the language at any time. Also, I will say this game has been soft-locking like crazy on me, so you're gonna see me do lots and lots of safety saves, because it's been pretty randomly happening, unfortunately.
Well, while we get that safety save in, can I read a few quick donations?
Sure.
Yeah, so we have $50 from Lady Ladalia, who says, English music for Rhapsody so I can sing along, please. We have $30 from Zombie Infest, and we have $40 from RBW, who says, gotta donate for the amazing RPGC and the incredible Leggy. Thanks for being amazing and running a fantastic marathon and event.
Awesome. Thanks, y'all. By the way, the support has been so good. Thank you all so much for donating to this great cause. So here is Miss Meow, literally M-Y-A-O. I don't know. I didn't spell it. Don't ask me. But she is a cat girl, which makes her amazing automatically. And she basically comes here to ask us for the very stuff we came to the forest to search for, the Enotium. And when we say we won't give it to her, she sicks her tiny cats on us. These cats are really cute, but they're really kind of useless. They don't really do much damage unless you happen to forget to equip Sharty with her equipment that's totally never happened before. Totally never happened before. So the cats go down pretty easily. But, well, we've kind of made Miss Meow mad, so she's gonna summon the evil Darkin. And the first thing the Darkin does is fall asleep. So, Cornet is still kind of refusing to give over the Enotium, but Kururu is like, here you go, have it all. And here's a nice little bit of fourth wall breaking where Kururu is like, well, you know, if you die here, we're gonna have to watch this cutscene all over again, right? So Kururu was more than willing to hand over the Enotium to save Cornet, but what is this? Somebody has come to save us? Has Senpai come to save us? Senpai has indeed come to save us. This is Ferdinand. He is our Prince Senpai. 'Cause Disney type things. Unfortunately, Cornet is too stunned to speak, and doesn't say anything to him. And now she's kind of lamenting the fact that she didn't say anything to him. Yeah, Senpai has noticed us, and it's wonderful. So Kururu makes a suggestion that we should go into the capital city and maybe find out something that the prince likes so that we can give it to him. So that's what we're gonna do. The towns are thematic in this game as well. So this is Orangeville. The capital is Mother Green. We are gonna make one little side trip here into this house, and we're gonna pick up our second puppet. This is Kid. So Kid is gonna be our physical damage dealer. We actually will be able to make him super duper OP towards the mid to end of the run. And the deal is with the puppets, all of the puppets have some wish that they want to have fulfilled. Unfortunately, that's not a thing during the run, except for one puppet. But, for instance, Shartae wants to find her sister Tara, Kid wants to find the other two egg puppets, his brothers, things like that. So we find out from this random girl in the restaurant that the prince really likes the taste of bobo fish. And we decide, okay, we'll go catch some bobo fish and make something delicious. Unfortunately, Etoile, who is our childhood friend, runs into us before we can get away. So Etoile is rich and snooty and thinks that the world revolves around money. Also a little bit of IRL things. Her dress is from Calvin Klein, but Calvin is spelled with a K. So she calls us peasants, brags about her dress, and is on her merry way. Get out of my way, NPC. Yes, Etoile is also a Rosen Queen, for those of you who have played Disgaea. We're gonna make our way back through the Wonderwoods. We're gonna come through here a couple of times. This time, though, we're gonna make our way to the river, and we're gonna catch tasty, tasty bobo fish. And I'm gonna do a safety save because I'm really, really afraid of this game just randomly soft-locking again. This soft locks have cost me 2 world record runs in the last 2 days. I am not happy with it. So, luckily, we don't actually have to fish. For some reason, the fish just jump up on the pier. Whatever, it's fine. It's totally fine. But we are gonna do our best to get rid of these bobo fish as quickly as we can. Shartae is already level 4 or 5, so she's pretty OP already. Oh, did you have to cast Bubble Breath? This is another reason for safety save. Bubble Breath is kind of a dangerous attack. It can either miss or do a heck ton of damage. Okay, good, it missed. Kid, unfortunately, is only level 1, so if Bubble Breath hits Kid, he's dead. All of the puppets that join your party join at level 1. And it's one of the reasons that we pretty much only take the first 3 puppets that come along, and then that's it. We don't take any other puppets into the party. I'm also trying to use the horn as often as possible, just because I want to build up that gauge on the upper right-hand corner, and we'll get to see why in the next fight, actually. Wait, we got one more bobo fish. Let's get rid of it. And Kid is gonna gain like 4 levels at the end of this fight. 5 levels, never mind. So, we got our fish, but, well, who likes fish? Cats like fish. Like, my cat likes fish, I don't know. But these cats like fish too, so they're coming to take away our tasty boba fish. And there's a heck of a lot of them. So we're gonna need something kind of OP to get rid of them. At least most of them in one shot. So the reason we've been building that gauge is for this reward command. And the reward command is mostly food. So I'm literally attacking these cats with sugar candy. Or at least as I like to call it, lag candy. And it does get rid of most of the cats right away. So there are just 2 little kitties left. Leg candy? I mean, that's good too. But we have our bobo fish. We're ready to go make something delicious. I don't know about you folks, but food in anime, at least, always tends to look super tasty, even though I cannot stand fish, personally. And this game makes the bobo fish actually look kind of tasty, not gonna lie. Kind of looks tasty. So we're gonna go back home, we're gonna do a little cooking, and then we're gonna have to find a way to get this bobo fish to the prince, because we're not exactly, royalty over here to just waltz into the castle. That is Cornet, not me. Alright, there we have it. We have our tasty boba fish steak. And it looks delicious. It's steaming and everything. And I kind of want to eat it. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to eat it. So Kururu seems to know a way into the castle. So we're gonna follow her over to the church here. I like that Orangeville actually has oranges growing here by the church. I appreciate it. So there is this secret passage over here in the cemetery, and apparently Kururu says that we can follow these ruins to the castle. So we're gonna do just that. And we're gonna come up on an interesting thing as we pass through here on the next screen. Keep note of that little bridge on the side because it's gonna come into play later. So here is random encounter time. Hopefully we get lucky and run, but of course not. Because marathon run. You don't really need the experience from random encounters. So the main reason that we put it on easy mode at the beginning is because easy mode doesn't necessarily make the game easier, but it gives you a little bit more experience for each fight. So here is the end of the rooms. We push the switch, and Kuru's like, "Oh yeah, if you push the switch, this happens." Darn it, Kururu. Oh, I cannot reach. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. That's less fine. Please don't kill any of my characters, thank you. Jerk slime. The monsters are just busting out with all of the spells that I almost never see. Thanks, game. Okay, good. We didn't soft lock here. I was a little afraid because this is a very common soft lock place. But we come up in this area where they smell gas, and Cornette's like, "What kind of gas?" And it turns out we came up at a bathroom. Thankfully, the stool is out of order, but yeah, still kind of gross, especially considering that we're carrying food. And unfortunately, this dude right here is in the bathroom also at the moment. Very bad luck for us. This is Minister Golonzo. He is an interesting person, and he thinks that we're here because we're one of his secret admirers. So in order to not get ourselves into massive amounts of trouble, Kururu is like, "Just play along," and she tells him, "Oh yeah, you know, Cornette's been infatuated with you for the longest time," and blah 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 blah. She literally says blah 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 blah. But we're kind of creeped out by this guy, and we waste our tasty, tasty bobo fish. And he sicks his skeletons on us. Now, this seems a little bad for somebody with skeletons to be the minister of this country. I mean, why do you have access to monsters? That doesn't seem right. I don't think the Prime Minister here should have monster abilities. Do you? I don't think so. So he calls us assassins and we run away. Because there is literally nothing else we can do here, unfortunately. Everyone has at least one skeleton. So he has thwarted our attempts, but you know what? We're gonna find another way to get to our prince. And if you talk to those two girls by the sign, you find out that there is a beauty contest going on in Mother Green. So we're gonna go sign up because the winner of the beauty contest actually gets entered to be a candidate to be the prince's bride. Not the princess bride, but the prince's bride. So we sign our name away, we sign our life away, and we enter the beauty contest. But of course, here's Etoile to tell us that we can never win because we don't have enough money to win. Princess Bride, no! I mean, it's pretty amazing, but But yeah, that wasn't what I meant. But yeah, Etwa is telling us that you don't have enough money, you're just a peasant. And by the way, I bought up every single dress in this city, so good luck finding one. Chat, please. And Kururu is a little bit worried. She's like, well, what are we actually gonna do? You know, you could wear your underwear on the outside. I've seen it done before. Oh, Kururu, why? So we go talk to the dressmaker, and he says, well, there used to be a theater in the Wonderwoods. Maybe you can find something to wear there. So that's where we're gonna go. Leggy, if you have something relatively quick that you want to read or plug, this is a good time.
Yeah, I just want to remind everyone that we're raising money for the Trevor Project, which is the leading national organization providing crisis intervention and suicide prevention services to lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning youth. You can check them out at www.thetrevorproject.org to access their services, find out more about their impact, or to donate.
So we get back to this part of the Wonderwoods, and Kururu, again, smells delicious, tasty food, so we're gonna go investigate that, and we're gonna just temporarily forget all about this theater that's supposed to be here. Because, I don't know about you, but they smell barbecue, and I definitely would abandon my quest for barbecue. Now, for those of you who have played Breath of Fire 2, you're gonna get some Breath of Fire 2 vibes right here. So the sign basically says, you'll feel better in eating a meal if you exercise first. Okay. I mean, it's kind of sort of true a little bit, but it seems odd here. Also, now that we have Holy, enjoy your rainbows, chat, because you're going to see a lot of them. Because who doesn't like a ton of rainbows? I know I love a ton of rainbows. Here's room number 2, and, well, there's salt on the ground? Something is a little suspicious here. Why is there salt on the ground? And more rainbows. And then we're gonna come to this last room, which kind of looks a little bit like a sauna. And it says that if you sweat out all of the toxins, you'll feel better. Okay, kind of true, but weird still in a restaurant. And yet, more rainbows. I'm telling you, chat, there's gonna be so many rainbows in this game, you're not gonna be able to handle it. So for those of you who might not have figured out what's going on yet, or haven't played Breath of Fire 2, well, we have cats, and we have the big chef cat here, and, well, they're planning to eat us. That doesn't sound like a good idea. But basically, you know, we have to tenderize them by having them fight monsters and salt them lightly and then steam them to perfection. And Kururu's like, tenderize me. I don't think you know what that means, Kururu, because that doesn't seem right. But yeah, Berg is a pretty easy boss. He goes down pretty quickly. Notice that there's a picture of Miss Meow on the side wall there. So yeah, all of these cat humanoid creatures kind of worship Miss Meow. So it turns out, this restaurant used to be the theater company. And this is the only storage area that's left from the original theater company. And we have this teddy bear, rabbit, imp, bat thing in the corner. He's some kind of chimera. I don't know how else to describe him. But we decide we're going to use him as our costume for the dress round of the competition, since Etoile bought all the dresses in town. And he's also going to join our party as well. He's going to be the last puppet that joins our party. So we take Elkun with us, and we're going to head back to enter the beauty contest. So we have a couple of minutes, Lucky, if you have anything to read or plug.
Yeah, let me just check things real fast. As a reminder, the Yeti is offering a wonderful Power Up with Pride collection of t-shirts, including one that my personal favorite is the one with the Black Mage, because, well, Black Mage says trans rights. But if you go to the yeti.com/collections/PUWP, you can check them out, order your own. $5 from every purchase will go to the Trevor Project.
My run luck is kind of awful right now.
Mood.
The good thing is after this dungeon at least we get teleporters, so when we do go into places we can just teleport out if it doesn't do it automatically. It is extremely helpful, especially because there are places we have to go in, like the Wonderwoods, multiple times. Alright, so we're gonna make our way up to the castle here. And who is ready for the strangest beauty contest? Because I know I am. Making our way uptown. So the queen wishes us luck, and the rules and the rounds of the contest basically get explained here. And the first round is what we already knew about. It was the dress competition. And Cornette still has reservations about using Elkun as her dress. But the second round is combat, because, hey, the next queen of the kingdom is gonna have to know how to defend her place, right? So that's interesting. That wasn't something a lot of the girls were expecting. And then the third round, of course, because it is a musical adventure, you have to sing. We go check on Etoile, who is here with her dad. He is the worst dad in existence. He is essentially almost a social pariah. He is only concerned with climbing the social ladder, and what his money cannot get him, he basically is trying to get Etoile to win the contest so that she will become the prince's bride. And Etoile is not happy about it because she has absolutely no interest in the prince. Not even a little bit. Now, Cornette is an orphan, so her views on things are a little bit skewed here. But we're going to go into our first round of the competition and see some pretty dresses. I'm ready for pretty dresses. By the way, the queen will walk to the front at the beginning of each round to announce the round. And I'm here for watching her walk to the front. So here is random PC number 2. She is in a really cute green and white number with a matching headband. And here, contestant number 3 from Mother Green, here is Etoile. And despite the fact that she bought up every dress in town, is still wearing the same dress. But notice how powerful her fan is. Either her fan is super big or she is just OP, because she can blow her dress and her hair around with it, and that's pretty cool. And then, of course, we have Cornette wearing Elkun. getting heckled on stage. I think she looks adorable. Wind magic? Oh, it could be wind magic. Senpai noticed us again, chat. I'm so excited. So now Kururu and Cornet are kind of fighting because Cornet's really angry at Kururu for picking that particular costume. She thinks that Kururu only picked it so that people would laugh at her. I know, Elkun is the best dress. So Etoile, of course, is not speaking to her father right now, and the queen comes along and calls him basically an idiot. She asks him what kind of parent he is to make her do stuff that she doesn't really want to do like that, and he's just like, oh no, my queen, I'm so sorry, let me chase after you. But the first round is over, it's time for combat. So our first round is against Olive of Redberry. See, the way I told you about thematic names of towns here. She is pretty easy, but Senpai notices us again. I'm so excited. By the way, even though Senpai notices us, he doesn't really recognize us. It's more of, she looks really familiar. I feel like I've seen her somewhere before. Oh, Senpai, why? If you would just remember us, this would be so much easier. Yeah, heckin' cutie bees. And there's Elkun going all the way to level 6. And Cornet's feeling kind of sad. She feels like she didn't do her best, and you get treated to this little memory where you find out that her horn does grant wishes. And it has the power. She wants to have friends, and she's like, Kururu says, oh, you can play your horn and have all the friends you want, which are the puppets usually. But of course, Cornet is like, oh, I don't need any more friends. I have you, Kururu. And Kururu's like, yes, we'll be together forever. So now we're gonna go check on Etoile, because despite the fact that she is a snooty jerk, she is still our childhood friend, and we do still care about her. And so the two of them get into a spat about who should apologize first. Whether Cornet should apologize to Kururu first, or whether Etoile should apologize to her dad first. I don't think she should ever apologize to her dad personally, but that's just me. So Etoile decides that whoever loses the final match of the combat round should apologize first. It seems that Etoile has bought rocket launchers, and every other girl has dropped out of this competition except for Cornet and Etoile. I mean, if you want to win combat, rocket launchers is not a bad idea. So... Exactly. She should apologize for nothing. Senpai noticed us again! Oh my gosh, I love it when he notices us. So this battle is unfortunately unwinnable, and we have to put Cornet in the line of fire as quickly as we're able to do so. And Etoile just kind of mocks us. She's like, you're not doing as well because Kururu's not around. And we're like, oh, yeah, she's kind of right about that. So we wake up in the waiting room, and of course Kururu is there to make sure that we're okay. And we apologize because, of course, despite the fact that Kururu can be a little awkward sometimes, we still love her. And we catch Etoile listening in as well. So now it is time for the last round of this competition, which is the singing part. This is going to be my first very large break, because this is a bit of a long set. Cornet and Etoile are both going to sing for you, lovely chat. I assure you, you don't want me to sing along. You really don't want me to sing along. It doesn't end well for anybody.
I remember this song, I've known it for so long, and it feels so good to hear. Sounds a little sad but sweet just the same. Lovely melody. Whenever I hear this song, I really don't know why. It makes me shed a little tear. But I'm sure my tears will soon disappear, because I know you're here. Whenever I am feeling sad and everything around looks bad, all I have to do is think of you. I know my dreams are waiting to come true. Let's go on with hope in our hearts. Love will surely show us how. Let's go on, our hearts filled with dreams. Let's go on and find them now.
Yeah, mic delay is a thing, for sure.
You're such a lucky girl, that's what they always say. Rich and beautiful and bright. They don't get to see what's hidden deep inside. So I feel all alone. They keep telling me my life is so grand. What will make them understand? No one knows how truly lonely I am. Why won't they understand? I may act as if I'm strong, but all I want is to belong. Love and understanding from mom and dad is all I need to keep from being sad. If only I could just let go.
So yes, that is the final round of this beauty competition. Yeah, it is about as honest as Etoile ever gets, for sure. So they decide that because both songs were so amazing that both girls get to be the winners. Which means that Cornet gets exactly what she wants, which is to be a candidate to marry the prince. So part of the deal with winning the competition, however, is that both girls need to attend the upcoming ball in a couple of days. Unfortunately, the one thing that Kururu didn't tell her about that is that she has to wear the same dress that she wore in the first round of the competition. So it looks like we're gonna be wearing Elkun one more time. So through the magic of fast forwarding in video games, we are going to go right to the day of the ball. And we're gonna head right back to the castle for it. Now, this is really nice. This is one of the reasons why I like to offer all songs as an incentive. Because there is going to be a song coming up that we really don't get to hear at all. And the first one that we played is kind of another rendition of the one we just heard, but this one appears nowhere else in any other way. So, we're dressed up in our costume one more time. Unfortunately, the first person who comes out to greet us is the minister. Galonzo basically thinks we're an entertainer and that we should have entered from the rear, but Etoile is like, no, she's a beauty contest winner. She does belong here, even if she doesn't look like it. And before Galonzo can really get a decent look at us, the queen comes out to rescue us. She's like, oh yeah, she totally won the beauty contest. Isn't she cute? And she is super adorbs, especially in the Elkun costume. But Galonzo, being the guy that he is like, oh, impertinent girl. I will teach her a lesson at some point soon. The queen is a really good mom, I agree. So now it's time to start the ball, and the winners of the contest get to have the first dance with the prince. And since Etoile has absolutely no interest in the prince, she's like, here, you can go ahead and dance first. She also wants to secretly laugh at us, though. So we get to finally talk to Senpai again, but he doesn't recognize us still in our costume. Wasn't the minister at the contest? No. And splat. Unfortunately, now the minister recognizes us. But, on the bright side, Senpai finally recognizes us, chat. He finally recognizes us, and we're gonna get our amazing dance together. Enjoy this song that's pretty much never heard. If you thought it wasn't Disney before, it's gonna be Disney now.
I can no longer hold it back. My heart is filled with love. The feeling of love for you.
I can feel your precious heart holding your hand in mine. I feel the special love we have.
Is it just a fantasy?
It's not a fantasy. see.
Are we dancing in a
It's
dream?
not a dream.
I never ever want to wake up from the sweet, sweet dream.
It's our world, our love is everywhere. To the sky, our hearts will soar above.
Our hearts will soar above. It's our world, our love is everywhere.
Our love is everywhere.
We can fly
Together on the wings of love. It's a wonderful feeling, being in love with you.
Please never go.
I'll always stay. I never want to stop dancing with you. This is our world, and I never ever want to let you go.
Are we Disney yet, chat? Thankfully, this is not FF6, so there is no Insta Baby. But, so this is the only puppet whose wish we get to grant, which is Elkhoon. Elkhoon wanted to perform again, so we granted his wish. He gets to move on to a happier place, but he leaves his, quote-unquote, his puppet of himself behind with us. I don't know why a puppet has a puppet, but whatever, we get to keep him in our party. Unfortunately, Galanzo finds us up here. He's like, I remember you. You're the assassins who tried to destroy me in the bathroom. But that's okay, because we're gonna get rid of his henchmen. The more and more we encounter this Galanzo guy, the more and more I'm convinced that he's not a very good person. So, he's a little stymied by Kururu and surprised to see a talking puppet. I mean, honestly, I'm surprised more people aren't surprised to see a talking puppet. But that's okay, because our senpai comes out to the terrace to rescue us from the evil minister. And now it's time for awkward teenage moments with Ferdinand and Cornet. It was probably his sinister mustache that gives it away. Uh-oh. What's this? We have a dragon with Miss Meow and some other people. Something's going down, chat. So, Kururu and Etoile both decide to spy on Ferdinand and Cornet. I don't know how they can whisper to each other at that distance and not be heard by Cornet and Ferdinand, but whatever. It's fine. It's totally fine. So this dragon's name is Poochie, because, I mean, why not? And, we have Miss Meow and some other folks. So we have Gao, she is a dog girl. We have Crotia, who is a bird lady. And we have Mistress Marjorie on the top here. Uh-oh, something crashed into the castle, and that was a pretty loud crash sound. So I'm gonna wager something bad has probably happened here. So, well, we're gonna have to follow the prince and find out what the heck is going on. If Poochie isn't on screen, everybody should be asking where Poochie is. I agree. And, well, we find more cats. So the prince gives us this holy charm to protect us. He's like, you should get out of here, but there's nowhere for us to go. So we gotta fight some more cats. But yeah, if you've played Disgaea, Marjorie is absolutely a playable character in some of the Disgaea games. Cats go down down as easily as usual. And we're gonna equip that Holy Charm onto Shartae. The Holy Charm is kind of like the gold hairpin in Final Fantasy VI. It reduces MP plus by half. And since Shartae is the one using the majority of the magic, we want her to have it. So it seems that Miss Meow has crashed her dragon into the castle. She's not a very good driver, but that's okay. She's still really cute. So they're here because of the royalty that attacked Miss Meow the other day. And Prince Ferdinand, being the gallant gentleman he is, comes forward. He's like, it was me. Don't get anybody else involved in this. And Marjorie, being Marjorie, instantly falls in love with Prince Ferdinand. Keep in mind, I think in this game, Marjorie is supposed to be like 500, so her magic skills are a little bit rusty. So in the course of trying to capture the prince, she turns the prince to stone. Yeah, she is pretty powerful, but when she messes up her magic, she messes it up pretty well. What counts as a good driver versus a not so good driver? I mean, technically you shouldn't crash the things that you drive. Technically. So, Marjorie sixed her goon squad on us. And at this level, this is also an unwinnable fight. And I don't think no matter what level you are, this is a winnable fight because all of your attacks just kind of miss. Which is kind of silly. It would be nice to, like, if you were super OP, you could just win this fight anyway. Did Crotia just miss? Good job, Crotia. We are, at the moment, no match for Marjorie and her goon squad, so she takes the prince away, and we are left behind. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Crotia miss before. Cornet with that super evasion tactics. Well, it's time for Cornet to make a decision, and she decides that she is going to go on a journey and rescue the prince. And we're gonna get a costume change. So we have a minute or two. Leggy, if you got anything to read or talk about, this is a good time.
Yeah, so I just want to let people know that there's a wide range of ways to volunteer with the Trevor Project across the country. If you're interested in becoming a crisis counselor to support LGBTQ youth through their text or chat services, or helping with their advocacy work in your home state, visit them at www.thetrevorproject.org/get-involved. If you live in New York City or Los Angeles, you can also sign up to be trained as a crisis counselor on Trevor Lifeline, their 24/7 phone line for young people in crisis. You can also support their work by donating at www.thetrevorproject.org/donate, or through the donate button down in the description here, so that I can read all your fun donations about which song's your favorite.
Ooh, I think those would be fantastic donations. So, along with our costume change, our grandfather tells us that we should go seek out the Sage Podolsky. He might be able to help us. But the only way to do that is to get a boat to the other continent. So this dude is a captain, and he's not going to help us unless we help his daughter. So apparently, his daughter's boyfriend said something not very nice to her, and now she's very sad and refuses to eat. So he says, well, my daughter needs to eat food because she needs to live. And that soldier tells us, oh yeah, she really likes toads. You should go catch toads. Okay? So we're going to go back to the river where we caught the bobo fish and catch some toads. Unfortunately, catching toads is a lot more RNG than the bobo fish is. They don't just hop up onto the pier for us to just nicely grab up. We have to get lucky enough to get into an encounter with the toads on that screen. So, I'm gonna say $5 for every non-toad fight I will donate. Oh, that's one. Yeah, how long you get between encounters, there's no step route in this game or anything else, so you just kinda have to get lucky. If somebody comes up with a manip to get that toad fight first thing, I would be super duper grateful, and I know the community would be as well. Also, while I'm doing this, if you like this game and you're interested in speedrunning it, there is a really fantastic guide that was updated about a year ago on speedrun.com. Wow, where the heck are my encounters? Only one. Okay, we'll have to find something else to donate out of my misery for. Because we need to get more donations. Alright, so we got our toads. We can go back and get our ship now. Right? Right? We can totally do that? Uh-oh. I guess maybe not just yet, because apparently now the cats want to eat toads? I don't know. Do cats actually eat toads? That's okay, because we're gonna hit him with rainbows. Alright, our toads are safe. We have saved them from the cats. Let's go back to talk to the captain. Because surely he will take us now. Did you get the toads? Ah, I have an idea. Why don't you cook them too? Seriously? Seriously? So the soldier tells us, well, she really likes the toads from this restaurant. And aren't we lucky? It happens to be Berg's restaurant. So now instead of cooking people, they're cooking toads, which I think is better. I think it's a lot better that way. And it's super convenient for us. My run luck is awful, but that's alright. Because I'm gonna rainbow. Yeah, Soylent Green is not a good idea. So back to the restaurant we go again. This is not actually going to be the last time we go back here. But we don't have to fight the individual fights. We can just walk right through, except for random encounters. Oh my gosh, let me run! Please, game, I love you, let me run! One of the nice things I will say is that you can press the circle button for an auto attack with your party member. Makes it a little bit faster sometimes. Please, game, I love you, let me run. I promise I'll love you forever if you let me run. So we got one more big boss cat to fight. Because, I mean, we want to take away his toads, and he's not going to give them up without a fight. But that's okay, because we have rainbows on our side. We don't even get to learn Chop Chop. So disappointing. But we have thwarted the cats once again. And, we're gonna be in luck. Because there's gonna be some tasty, tasty barbecue toad cooking on the stove. I don't know how it's barbecue on the stove, but whatever. It's fine. It's toad. It's what we wanted. So, interesting thing about this restaurant, you cannot teleport from inside of it. You cannot teleport from the screen directly outside of it. You have to walk one screen away before you can use the teleporters. So now that we have cooked Toad, surely, finally, we'll be able to get a boat over to Blue Cat. Right? Also, it turns out this soldier is the boyfriend, and we say that he's a big jerk and you shouldn't insult your girlfriend. That's not cool. So he apologizes and everybody makes up, and the captain is now super happy to take us where we wanted to go. So we're gonna talk to him once, say, yeah, we want to go to Blue Cat. We're gonna leave, and we're gonna get a little bit of a meanwhile cutscene. So, since Marjorie turned Prince Ferdinand to stone, she has been looking for a way to turn him back. And Crotia seems to have come back with the answer she's been searching for. And Crotia tells her, well, the only way to break the spell is the kiss of somebody who truly loves him. Or more specifically, a maiden who truly loves him. Marjorie ain't no maiden. So this does not work, even a little bit. And Marjorie's like, this can't possibly be the answer. Go back out there and find the proper way for me to turn him back. But that's okay, because we get to go to Blue Cat. And unfortunately, we don't get to see the ocean. We just see them talking about being on the ocean. But we don't need to be in the city. We're going to head over to these mines. And we're going to go pick up something called a blue cat's eye, which we're going to need to open up the next dungeon. Not enough graphics for the ocean. So as much as I absolutely adore the heck out of this game, all of the money that went into the gorgeous sprite work and some of the towns and the vocals absolutely did not go into the dungeons even a little bit. So the caves are all the same caves, different colors. The towers are all the same towers except for Beauty Castle. And it is really unfortunate. I will say it makes running the game a little bit more difficult just because it's hard to remember which way to go and which places because of things looking so samey. Hey, I actually get to run from a battle. Huzzah! So we're gonna come up to Terra in just a moment here, if my encounter luck wants to be slightly less terrible. Terra, terrible. You're welcome, chat. We should be right here. So yeah, so Terra is Shartae's sister, and if you play the game casually and you talk to some of the people up in the city of Blue Cat, you find out that this little girl adopted Terra, and then her mom threw her out. So Terra is under the belief that all humans are terrible, and no puppet should be around them. And it turns out that she was being manipulated by these terrible monsters right here. I'm just gonna do that, actually. This is an interesting formation. So depending on where you are in the cave, you can get different formations for the battlegrounds. Even for the same boss fights. So you can play your horn and you can take Terra into your party, but even if you do, you're not gonna be using her. So we're gonna leave her for now and pick up our cat's eye. and we're gonna get the heck out of here. I'm sorry, I know I made you sad. So, this is the reason that we needed the cat's eye jewel. The only way to get into this tower is to have one. And under normal circumstances, you would probably come here first to be like, oh yeah, this seems like a place that my grandfather told me to go to. And Etoile would come up and tell you, oh, you're so silly, you don't even know how to get into this tower. Ho ho ho. And then she tells you about the cat's eye jewel, but we're a step ahead of her, so it's fine. It's totally fine. Alright, so welcome to Samey Tower. This is the first of 2 Samey Towers. It is ridiculously mazy. So I am going to do my best to follow my directions so I don't get horribly lost. Leggy, if you got anything, this is probably a really good time.
Was gonna ask, because I do have a few donations to read. I have a $10 donation from Andromeda who says, this game is like if Disgaea, Altelier, I think that's how you pronounce that game series, and Disney put on a musical, and I'm so here for it. And then we have a $20 donation from He Who Is Pale that says, a modest donation for my favorite marathon event. Thank you both so much for your generous donations.
Alright, perfect timing because we are at the top of the tower. So this is the Sage Podolsky, and his main job is to tell us what we need to do to rescue our prince. Also notice that there are now shadows in the window that they weren't there before. Keep an eye on them, because we're about to get the best cutscene of the game. And he tells us, well, you need the 5 stones in order to rescue the prince. Basically they're elemental stones, so Firestone, Thunderstone, Windstone, Waterstone, Windstone. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna have to go out and find those before we can rescue our prince. Also, that rabbit with the long ears on the bottom is a puppet. It's one of my favorite puppets, actually, but you have to go through a lot of hoops to get it. So we leave the sage to kind of ramble to himself. And there's cats watching us. How dare. That poor cat. Also, like I said, enjoy the best cutscene of the game and keep your eye on the out of sync kitty.
Than the god, the devil is my slave. More beautiful than the goddess, I put her face to shame. Oh, look at me, what do you see? There's no one greater than me. I am the queen, the best you've seen, so worship me. Your Highness, Marjorie, we worship you as number 1. Oh yes, I am evil personified, so get down on your knees. And if you're ever graced by my beauty, you'll thank your lucky stars. Aren't I great? I'm amazing myself all the time. There is one thing that I still have to get. I won't rest till he's mine, Prince Ferdinando. Don't you know you're old enough to be his mother? Hey, you, shut up! My heart is burning over here. overheating with a raging fire. The prince I do admire, he fills me with desire. Dear Ferdinando, I am here to save you from this curse. Let his love quench my thirst. My precious, wait a little longer, I will end your strife. I'll bring you back to life, I'll be your wicked wife. Dear Ferdinando, I am here to save you from this curse. Let your love quench my thirst.
Quench your thirst.
If you dare to get in my way,
We'll make you pay.
you won't live another day.
Queenie, just show your beauty. You're the baddest queen under the sun. Keep on shining, we'll keep on whining. She's our queen, she's the baddest to be seen. Marjorie, you're the evil beauty. We bow down to you eternally.
Like I said, out of sync cat is best cat. Alright, so our first stop on our quest for the stones is gonna be the fire area. Prepare for dragon screams if you're wearing headphones. There is one cat who essentially is always out of sync and always misses their cue. So that is the best cat ever. There's gonna be a couple of these dragon screams for the next 10 minutes, so they can get very loud, just to let you know. I'm gonna do a safety save because it's been a while. So we get the town of Red Hot, which we're not really gonna spend any time in. We just kind of needed it there. But our true destination is Salsa Volcano. The Firestone is supposed to be here. And of course, Crotia is here to intercept us. And my own out of sync cat is in my way. So yeah, so this is what I was talking about, palette swap cave. It's a fire area, hence we get a red cave. Yeah, it's a thing. It's unfortunate considering how much else in this game is just absolutely amazing. And we're gonna have to come in here twice as well. So we're gonna make our way through this volcano, looking for our Firestone. It is totally different. It's a red one, of course. And we find Crotia fighting another one of these dragons. Complete with more dragon screams. I know, if it's Salsa Volcano, it should totally have Chunky Salsa. I agree. So, we're going to use some more sugar candy. Or more lag candy. Or light candy. I'm good either way. It is always important to make sure that Kid has a direct access to at least one of the monsters. Because again, he's our physical damage dealer. Eventually, he is going to pick up one magic-ish attack. But that's not going to be for a bit yet. I'm going to get Cornet out of the way. So this game is very, if Cornet dies, you game over. So we definitely need to make sure that Cornet stays safe. And now we can finish off these birds. Huzzah! Also, one of the really nice things about this run, and this game in general, is that anytime you gain a level, you do replenish your HP and your MP completely. It is super duper helpful as you're going through multiple boss fights back to back. Crotia is not happy with us. The fact that we killed that dragon. That's not where I want to go. She's like, the dragons are the guardians of the volcano. How could you? So we returned to Red Hot because we didn't find the Firestone, but unfortunately, something's going on here. And if you speak to the townsfolk, you find out that some of the folks in the village have gone to get rid of the rest of the dragons because they've been causing troubles. Game. Speaking of causing troubles, game, please look. Please, I don't want to do that fight again. Game. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to redo Salsa Volcano 1? Nope, okay, we gotta load. It loaded, we're fine. It's totally fine. This is why we safety save. It's totally fine. Yeah, I don't know why this game freezes so much more than a lot of the other PS1 RPGs. Like, PS1 RPGs are pretty notorious for soft locks, but this game is exceptionally bad with it, which is, again, why we safety save. But yeah, so we find out, again, some of the folks in the village came here to get rid of the last of the dragons, kind of spurred on by what we were doing, and unfortunately that means that the guardians of the volcano are no more. And since the guardians of the volcano are no more, well, volcano is going to erupt now. Nah, disc is in perfect shape. I have like 4 copies of this game, and they all do different horrible things. At least this disc doesn't skip over on the swungs, which is good. It does turn out that there is an egg, and this egg is the last of these guardians, so we're gonna save it and take it with us. But we might be a little bit too late to get out of here. Hey, Crotia, you can help us, right? Oh, nope, never mind. So, chat, who likes cake? I like cake. Do you like cake, chat? Monkey salsa and cake. Oh no. I don't know about that, but sure. Yeah, so like I said, almost all of Cornet's rewards revolve around food, except for one. And that one is kind of more of a desperation attack. Not even an attack, it's a desperation recovery. So like if Sharte gets killed or she has no MP left, kind of a deal. So yeah, bosses give us quite a good deal of XP. Again, it's not super necessary to fight any of the regular monsters, but sometimes run luck is just not in your favor. So Crotia ends up helping us escape anyway because, well, she says, you have this baby dragon to look after now, so I'll let you keep the Firestone. And we get this cute little dragon in our party. We're not going to use him, but he's super duper cute. Flair is adorable if you actually use him in the game. He's so cute. Well, we got our Firestone. So now we need to go to some other areas and get some other stones. And this suspension bridge that we're flipping the switches for is kind of interesting. It is a really random side quest that you don't actually have to do, thank goodness. Technically you can go find the guy who knows the combination to open up the suspension bridge, but nope, that's a lot of extra out of the way. No thank you, we're trying to go fast. So here we have the ice cave, which you will know is blue. Please let me run. Thank you. It's blue. It's totally an ice cave. You're not going to be able to tell me anything differently. It is basically just a short little cave to get us to the next town, which is very aptly named White Snow. Again, we're not going to stay here too long. We're going to come here to the Tower of the Ninetails. If you ask around in the village, you find out that a villager has gone missing here in the tower, so essentially we're coming up here to rescue him first. Yes, we legit have a Pokemon crossover. So, the Ninetails are the guardians of the Thunderstone, and they reside at the top of that tower that we were just in. And this young boy, Albert, was going into the tower to get the Thunderstone to save his mom. But the thing is if you take the Thunderstone, you kind of destroy the guardians, because they can't live without the Thunderstone. But the Thunderstone is the only thing that will cure Ninetail fever, which is what his mom is suffering from. And we also kind of want the Thunderstone too, because, well, we got a prince to save. So we agree to go with this guy here, who is the master of the tower, so to speak. He's in charge of it, he keeps people away from it, etc. Like, yeah, we're totally gonna go to the top of the tower and apologize to the guardians and all that good stuff. Also, here is a song we usually skip most of, but I will let one loop go by, because otherwise we'll be sitting here for 8 minutes with the same loop. Enjoy!
Mountain men, big and strong and full of fury. Mountain God, lead us on our holy journey. Yo-ho-ho, we are soldiers of the mountain. Mountain men, big and strong and always shouting.
And then the song repeats for like 7 minutes. Yeah, you get a little side conversation where you find out, well, not just find out, but Cornette mentions that both of her parents have long since passed away. Alright, so I'm gonna be trying to follow directions again, so Leggy, this is a good time if you have anything to talk about.
Yep, let me take a quick look. I don't really have much to say other than what we have coming up. So first and foremost, the Choose the Language bid war for this game is still open right now. You can flip it over from English to Japanese, and if someone does that, you can flip it back again, and then back and forth and back and forth. We also are only $40 away from the glitch warp ending for Doom 64. And we are almost $500 away from the Trans Samus incentive for Super Metroid. So please, please, please get in your donations for those. You definitely want to see all of them.
I want to see Trans Samus. That sounds amazing.
Right though?
It does. It sounds super amazing. Also, my run luck. By the way, Dragon Quest reference, there is a metal goo in this tower. It doesn't run away, but it is worth a buttload of experience. But they are very, very rare chance encounters. And they are a pain to kill. Yeah, there is a severe lack of fun things. I demand puns. If you want Leggy to read your puns, chat, all you have to do is donate.
Yeah, and I'll donate $5 for every pun that actually makes me groan.
You heard it, chat. Oh no, BGG is here. I regret everything. I regret everything about puns. Alright, so we made it to the top of the tower. If you come up here without these two gentlemen, nothing happens. But if you come up here with them, you get to go into the area with the Ninetales. So, unfortunately, doing good things is very slow. And we are going to fight the Guardians for the Thunderstone. Now, you do technically have the option to tell them that you're not going to take the Thunderstone, and you don't have to fight them, but it results in a much longer, tougher fight. And you also don't get the money that comes with this fight, both of which are very necessary for the rest of the run. It also swaps around the stone to the Holy Stone instead of the Thunderstone. Which is not the best thing for Shartae. It makes one of the fights down the line a little bit more difficult. And it's rainbows. All the rainbows. Yeah, you end up having to fight Gowan. She's very strong. It's not a fun fight to do. And like I said, you lose out on all the money as well. So it's not a good idea. We are going to... how about some flan? Trying to show off all the treats, all the rewards at some point. At least everything except for the heal spell. So... we have doomed this entire area by destroying the Guardians. So he basically gives us the Thunderstone, he gives us 5,000 monies, and tells us to get the heck out of his face. And instead of getting a Gao fight, you once again get Crotia telling us how disappointed she is in us. But we do get to save Albert's mom, which would happen regardless of whether you got the Thunderstone or the Holy Stone. But we have 2 stones down, we have 3 stones to go. And for that, we're gonna need to go back to Blue Cat. So Blue Cat is home to pirates. Who likes pirate shenanigans? I personally love some pirate shenanigans. So we find the head of the pirates right here. and she tells us there was a shipwreck and there's some not so good things happening. Will you please go talk some sense into these pirates? I love that the head of the pirates is a lady, by the way. And it's not going to be our only encounter with the pirates either. But the gist of it is that there was a shipwreck, and the son of the captain passed away during that shipwreck. So there is some contention between the captain and one of the mates, who he is blaming for the death of his son. Pirates are only open to discourse if you parlay. So for some reason, the pirate lady says, yeah, you'll be perfect to talk some sense into these people that you've only just met. Lady Karen told us to come here, let us on your ship, and now we're on a boat. Huzzah. So we're gonna do a little bit of snooping to find out more details about what went on. So we read Takov's journal first, and find out that Libany passed away on this horrible shipwreck, and I feel super guilty about it. That doesn't sound good. I think we should go talk to this Takrov guy. And we actually find Takrov and the captain here. Arguing as always, blaming him for what happened to his son when they were out searching for the Waterstone. And all of a sudden, the ghost of Libany. He drags us into the deep depths. And we have obligatory RPG ghost ship. So there is not much we can do without setting the restless spirit finally to rest permanently. And we read his diary and we find out that he was about to propose to this girl, and they were searching for the Waterstone. We find that out as well, and then nothing. And interestingly enough, we find Gao down here, and she tells us that she swam all the way down here in search of the Waterstone. Gao is the best swimmer ever, confirmed. I love Gao. I think she's hilarious, personally. Can I... Yeah, alright. Let's get a little bit of extra levels here. I thought my MP was recovered. Is it not? Let's do a safety save, because it's been a while. Alright, all my MP and HP are recovered. The MP is the important part, because the next fight coming up, our ranged MP is gonna be super duper important. So here is the old captain's quarters on the previous ship. And note that creepy looking painting on the left hand side. It's gonna be important in a minute. So we encounter the ghost once again, speaking in RPG ghost language. And, well, we have awoken the evil ghost. Now, the nice thing about this fight, unlike on the DS, is the fact that that painting is stationary. It does not move. So since this is not turn-based combat, it is tactics. As long as you stay out of the range of the painting's attacks, it can't hit you. So we're gonna move Kid in close, but we're not gonna bring him into attack until the very, very end. This is another nice thing about having Shartae in our party as well. The painting is technically undead. Shartae has holy magic, so she does a good amount of damage to this painting. And for those of you who are wondering, the DS remake does completely alter the battle system into turn-based combat, so you do not get that benefit in that version. So we're gonna throw all of our rainbows at this painting, and when it gets down far enough, I will send Kid in to deal it some heckin' major damage. Also, I love Elkrin's boxing gloves. They are amazing. Yeah, I personally prefer this version. It has the better music. I prefer the tactical-based combat. It does add some nice... It does add some extra puppets, which is nice. And a couple of other things here and there, which are a little bit interesting to see, but overall I prefer this version. So, painting goes down super duper easy, and Libany basically is like, you two have to forgive each other. I was, happy in life, I'm not bitter, I don't blame you, and your regrets and your arguing are keeping my spirit here. So, the captain and Takrov apologize and forgive each other, and then give us the water stone. Yay! We have 3 stones now, and only 2 more to go. So we're gonna take our water stone, and we're gonna go look for our next jewel. Oh, well, I thought we were gonna do that. Gao has swum all the way back up to the ship after the water stone. So there is a really nice touch in this fight. She only has, like, 10% of her HP left because she's absolutely exhausted from the swim. I think that's a really, really cute touch. I like it a lot. Ooh, I have Gigastorm already. That makes me really happy. So Gao's like, I have no power. Is it because I didn't eat my Wheaties? Spelled W-E-E-T-E-E-S. There's your Wheaties reference, chat. I hope you enjoyed it. So we're not done with the pirates just yet. So we're gonna come back into this restaurant one more time, and we're gonna talk to one of the pirates who's gonna tell us that they're heading to Karo Karo, where the Earthstone is located. Well, we need an Earthstone, so we're gonna go with them, but we're gonna make one shopping trip first. And thankfully, I have enough for 3 Dragon's Claws. So we're gonna pick up more teleporters for the rest of the run. We're gonna pick up 3 Dragon's Claws for Kid, and Kid is going to become ridiculously powerful. So between the Dragon's Claws and the Horns power-up, Kid will do 300 to 400 damage a turn. And it's just great. So the pirates will agree to take us to Karo Karo, which, interestingly enough, has frog people in it. Welcome to Karo Karo. Alright, I need my MP topped off for Elkun. So the people of Karo Karo are being terrorized by the malicious and evil Boo Boo and BB fish. Not the Bobo fish, because those are the tasty ones, but the Boo Boo and the BB fish. So before we can progress, we have to eliminate these horrible fish. These are not tasty fish. I am super duper happy we got a nice early Gigastorm for the fish. Oh, whoops. Extra input. So yeah, Gigastorm is nice and OP. The turn order is kind of crummy, but that's alright. Ideally, the other fish would have went before Gigastorm, but it's fine. It's totally fine. Are we sure this isn't still FF4? I mean, it could be. It could very well be. Alright, we defeated the evil fish. We can make our way to Karo Karo Castle. Through, randomly generated cave number 523. It's not really randomly generated, I'm just being silly. There is no random aspect to any of the caves in this game. I'm just making fun of the sameness. Ooh, my MP is almost completely depleted. That stinks. That's okay, because we're gonna hit him with rainbows. Please don't do it. Okay. So, one thing I haven't really touched upon, if one of your puppets gets killed in battle, there are no reviving Phoenix Down type items in this game. If a puppet goes down, you have to go all the way back to Orange and talk to your grandpa and get him to repair the puppet. That's it. So that could potentially mean that you have to leave a dungeon and come all the way back into it, depending on how necessary the puppet is or is not. But we're good. We made it through this cave. The king and queen have heard of our heroic deeds in defeating the evil fish and want to treat us to a feast. So, a little bit more Breath of Fire 2 vibes here, but thankfully no gold flies. However, there will still be regular flies and mosquitoes at our feast. So the first course is mosquitoes, and Cornet just flat out passes out. We love it. It's great. It's great. It's great. And then our second course of flies. That's also spectacular. It's delicious. Yeah, it's great. And then they treat us to a song to distract us, I guess.
Deep inside this jungle green, mysterious kingdom that's never been seen. Land of the frogs, a most sacred place. Amphibian paradise, wide open space. So please come to our kingdom, the sacred land of the amphibians.
The short little swan. So we tell them, yeah, we love the song. It was fantastic. And they ask us to play our horn. Because but thou must. Dinner and the show, exactly. So, we thank them for their hospitality, even though we didn't eat anything, and the king tells us to make ourselves a home, explore the castle, do random RPG things where you talk to old peoples. The only person we're gonna go talk to is this frog right here. This is the princess's betrothed. It's that blue frog who is singing and dancing for us. It seems very suspicious that this entertainer is still in the castle. So they call the king out, and the princess and the queen find out that this frog is still there. And we find out that this frog is Michael, and he and the princess have been secretly seeing each other. So the princess has pretty much zero desire to marry her actual betrothed and wants to marry Michael instead. But of course, he is not a royal frog. He is not good enough, therefore. And the queen tries to step in and support her daughter. She's a good mom, too. And so they come up with the idea that Michael can go fetch the Earthstone. By doing so, he'll basically prove himself worthy of marrying the princess. But the Earthstone area is kind of dangerous. So Princess Caroline is very, very worried about her boyfriend, and she's like, you'll be killed if you go in there. But thankfully, we happen to be eavesdropping on this conversation, and we get asked if we would go with Michael to go retrieve the Earthstone. And all I can think is, well, I need an Earthstone. Let's go. Dads do continue to be awful in this game, and it ain't over yet. So, as confusing as this dungeon looks, every door selection is north, which is really nice. Cause dang, this dungeon is harsh. There is a puppet hidden in here, but we don't need that puppet, so we're good. We're just gonna go up to the frog tour. Frog tour!
Do we have time for a few quick donations?
Heck yeah.
So we have an anonymous $10 donation with no comment. We have a $5 donation from Scala that says, "Hey Leggy, what's Megatron's favorite fruit? Decepticon corn grapes." Aw, yeah. And then we have a $10 donation from Zabear that says, 2 tongues and a crystal fall off a cliff. But here's $10 for Trans Samus.
This is amazing, Chad. Please keep these puns coming. Frogtor was a man. Maybe a Frogtor man? Maybe just a Frogtor? Yeah, those of you who know about Trogdor, I appreciate you all. You make me very happy. Oh yeah, no, it was purposely done to reference Trogdor. 100%. Did you just get in the way, Shartae? Why would you do that? It's not cool. Katsumid bees. Chat, you're amazing. This frog tour keeps using G-Laser and it's really, really annoying. So G-Laser is a really, really nasty AoE, and I have to heal every time he does it. Otherwise, I'm gonna die and it's not gonna be pleasant. So, now that Frog Tour can no longer burnate the countryside, it's time to deliver the Earthstone to the king. We did it. Now the princess and Michael can live happily ever after. Because Disney cartoons always end super duper well for everybody. So the king tells us, well, the Shrine of Gama is sacred ground, and you trespassed, and you broke the law. And dads continue to be evil. So, while there are some events that you can kind of do good things and or bad things, like you have a choice, this unfortunately is not one of those, and there's no way to mitigate this. But I will say, in the DS version, there are puppets for Caroline and Michael that you can use, which is kind of neat. Well, we have our fourth stone. It was very sad. I'm very sorry. But we do only have one stone left to go. Oh, no, get back in there. So we're gonna head down to the town of Oasis. And Oasis is having a bit of a crisis. People seem to have been disappearing in the mines of Oasis. And some dude that was in charge of the mines locked it up so that nobody else could get lost in there. And then the dude went missing. We need the key to get in there because even Etoile has gone inside the mines and disappeared. So back into the Wonderwoods one last time. Back into the restaurant one last time. To rescue this guy and get the key to the mines. Thankfully, we don't have to fight the cats again. We're done with that. Can I get by though? Thank you. So he asks us if we'll save Etoile, and of course we will. Despite the fact that she is a jerk, we still gotta save her. Plus, we want the Windstone, so it's fine. It's fine either way. Yes, I should do that after this fight. I will safety save after this. Let's do that now. Yes, chat, just yell at me to safety save sometimes. Because that's a really good idea. We already had one scare. So it's time to go save the people who got lost in the mines. Oh, right. One screen over. No, I was on the screen. Why didn't the teleporter go off? There we go. So we can go back to Oasis, we can go down into the mines and figure out what the heck is going on and find our Windstone. So we find an abandoned train leading into the tunnels. Interesting that they have use of trains, but it's alright. That's cool. A little bit of technology is always good. You know, chat, if you want to make Leggy read those puns, all you have to do is donate. That's an interesting sound in the background. I wonder if it has to do with people disappearing. Oh, I guess it does. Okay, then. So the reason it sounded like a train was because, well, it kind of was. We find ourselves in this train city. And we also find Etoile down here. And, well, she laughs at us for getting swallowed by this apparently giant worm that swallowed a train that swallowed people. And we're like, well, how do we get out of here? And she's basically lost heart at this point because the people who have been swallowed by this worm have kind of given up. And she can't get out of here. Nobody can get out of here without a little bit of help. So we're going to encourage Etoile through the magic of song.
Why am I always feeling down? Why am I always so afraid? Why? Why have I given up hope?
What is it you're afraid of? I know. It's okay, you can say I'm afraid too, in the same way.
I give up hope. I just can't cope. Can't give my all much longer.
You're not alone, so just hang on. You must try to be stronger. You can overcome life's ups and downs. You can turn your life around. That's the meaning of true courage. So please remember, don't you ever give up trying. Be courageous, keep on striving. Fly to the stars. You can have hope for tomorrow. So let's hold hands with one another. We can both take one step further. Dreams can come true. Find the hope that's deep inside. Find your strength that keeps your dreams alive.
So, Etoile is now fully encouraged, and the reason that we need help with this is because the worm essentially has 3 hearts, a left heart, a right heart, and a center heart. And in order to even face the center heart, you have to kill the left heart and the right heart at the same time. Now, here's the really stupid thing about this part. Etoile tells us to kill the heart on the 6th turn. So, the thing is, and I really cannot stand this, is even if you do it correctly the first time and you kill it on the 6th turn, Etoile will mess up. So it's just quicker if we mess up than if we wait for her to mess up. So we are going to have to do this fight twice. Yeah, this part makes me very, very angry. I hate that we have to do this twice. It's like, I did it correct and then Etoile messed up. That's not okay. So yeah, we're just gonna get rid of it as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, Elkun has like no magic right now, so it's gonna take an extra couple of turns, but it's still fine. I know the inside of the veins and stuff of the worm look awfully much like rocks, don't they? It's very interesting. So we're gonna kill this worm heart on the incorrect turn. get some heckin' levels, get ourselves Giga Holy. Etwa basically comes in and is like, what on earth are you doing? How dare you? So we have to go back to the train to talk to her, to be like, oh, we're so sorry, Etwa. We're so sorry. The dialogue is absolutely the same regardless of whether you mess up or she does, which I think is also very funny. Because what she says to us is, you suck. So regardless of whether it was her fault or not, she still tells us that we suck. So now we're gonna do it the right way. And actually kill that right worm heart on the 6th turn. If my random encounter luck can be a little bit better, that'd be great. I know, it's totally my fault that she messed up. Totally. So if there is anything to read, anything to plug, if y'all want to submit some puns for Leggy to read, this is a good time to do so.
Yeah, I've got $5 from Croy, who says this game is really gone. And I'm assuming it's like the meme where you put on the sunglasses. Off the rails. But yeah, I don't have any other donations, and just as a reminder, we are raising money here for the Trevor Project, which is the leading national organization providing crisis intervention and suicide prevention services to lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning youth. You can check them out at www.thetrevorproject.org to access their services, find out more about their impact, or to donate.
Sorry, I'm counting turns. 4, 5, and now we're in turn 6. Let's fry us up a worm heart. Submit some fanfics for Leggy to read. I think that sounds amazing too. Dramatic readings by Leggy. Alright, now that the 2 hearts on the outside, the left heart and the right heart, have been taken care of, it's time to kill the main heart in the center. So that we can get the heck out of this worm. We also get super cute bees again. I don't know why a worm heart has queen bees, but I'm here for it. Ow. Seriously, game? Seriously? Why you do this to me? So the heart is very much like the painting. It can't move from where it is, so technically if you stay out of its range, it cannot hit you, but this heart has way too much HP. Plus, Etwa walks right into the range of it anyway, so we might as well just send Kid up there to do tons and tons of damage. All the cute bees that you can shake a stick at. Alright, I'm gonna heal because I was not expecting 2 water attacks. I mean, Etwa is a Rosen Queen, so she has access to that kind of stuff. No, I want Mega Lightning. Mega Lightning! There we go. Now we can get Kid in there to do some massive damage. And Super Rainbows. The good thing is the heart doesn't do the same kind of attacks that the painting does. The painting has a lightning attack, which is really, really laggy. And there we go. So the heart is down. We should be able to get out of this worm finally. So let's get out of here. It's kind of gross. I don't want to be walking around in a worm all day. But yeah, so this game, because it was mentioned in chat, this game is kind of divided into 3 acts. Act 1 being Cornet getting to meet the prince with the beauty contest and all of that. This is the main crux of the game, which is Act 2, which is Cornet going on the journey to find the 5 elemental stones. And then once we have those stones, we will be coming up on the final act of the game, which is for Cornet to rescue her prince. So unfortunately, when we killed the worm, it was still moving, and momentum is a thing. So the worm crashes. Oops. But that's okay, because it crashed right outside of the mines that we needed to go to get the windstone. That is so convenient. Thanks, game. Where am I going? Okay. So, generic dungeon number 672, which is the Enotia Mines. So we are actually going to make the good decision when we get to the Windstone. So what we end up finding is a huge area of Enotium, of money, that we can essentially take for ourselves if we really wanted to. But we're going to do the good thing and we're going to say no, we're going to leave that money there. And it saves us a battle. It's not a super difficult battle, but it's just time consuming. So we don't want to do it. So let me not mash through that. There we go. Okay, now I can mash again. Yeah, this is the only time in the game where it's faster to be good instead of not good. But we have all of our gems, so we're gonna go back to Sage Podolsky and find out what the heck we have to do to save our prince. Unfortunately, Miss Meow is here waiting for us. So Miss Meow is kind of the smart one of the group. She's like, well, if I waited here, I could just take all of the gems at the same time. So she is gonna try her best to take them from us. And this is a interesting fight. It's kind of interesting. So we have to get rid of the cats first. And the reason for that is we cannot actually do any damage to Miss Meow. So whatever you throw at her is gonna miss. And once the cats are defeated, it becomes a waiting game. So you just have to wait 3 or 4 turns, and then the battle will end automatically. So we're just gonna defend, and there we go. So just as Miss Meow is ready to make her move... What's this? Kururu, transform into Potty Angel. Brunette was kind of knocked out for this, so she didn't see anything. And we don't have to climb this tower again, thankfully. We can just teleport to the top. So, finally coming back to talk to the sage, and he says the stones are not enough to break the spell on the prince. And Cornet's not happy. So, the reason that we had to actually gather the stones was because they are the only way to get us into Beauty Castle, which is Marjolie's castle, so that we can get to him. And he tells us the same thing that Crotia tried to tell Marjolie, like an hour ago. That the only way to rescue the prince is for a maiden who truly loves him to kiss him. And unfortunately, because of Kururu's little stunt, she seems to have injured herself and wore herself out. And the only way to make her better is to go into her dreams and find out what's going on. So, obligatory RPG dream sequence. So this is not time travel. It's not a flashback, although it kind of is. It is inside Kururu's head. So we get Sherry in the middle there, who is Cornet's mom. And you see Tiny Cornet holding a not moving Kururu puppet. And of course, Cornet is crying because she hasn't seen her mom since she was a little kid. Even if it's just a dream, she is really happy to see her mom again. And I am gonna safety save. Alright. So we're gonna have to take a look around this dream and find out what's going on. Because there seems to be some suspicious stuff going on. There's like earthquakes, and there's talk of ancient weapons, and something's not kosher here in Orangeville.
Do we have time for a donation?
Heck yeah.
Because we have a $5 donation from Scala Kitty. As promised, I donated a fanfic. You cannot keep pushing yourself like this, Miss Meow hems and haws as she waves her staff over her partner once more. Her kitten minions apply a few more colorful bandages to scraped knees and knuckles, even if they don't seem at all effective. I'm a tough gal, I can handle it, Gal assures, proudly puffing out her chest and flexing, which only leaves her muttering curses as her sore muscles protest the movement. Just because you can doesn't mean you have to, dear, the mage gently assures with a light kiss to make it all better.
Scala, amazing as always.
Right?
And am I seeing that right in chat? The Doom 64 incentive has been met?
It has.
Sweet!
And we are just under $500 away from meeting that Trans Samus incentive.
You are my everything. You mean more than anything. When I see your smile.
Don't worry, chat. We'll get a more full version of this song in a little bit. Because we are kind of interrupting Sherry. That's right. Trans Samus. You definitely want to put your donations to that. Because that is going to be amazing. So more earthquakes. And we find Child Etwa crying here in the cemetery, but we don't see Kid Cornet. So we're going to report that Kid Cornet seems to have gone missing. And our grandpa surmises that Kid Cornet is in that underground passageway that we used at the beginning of the game to try to get to see the prince with a tasty bobo fish. So we're going to go over there and see if we can help. Excellent. exclamation point donate is where you can donate. So Sherry goes down into the ruins. We're gonna follow her down. Now, I told you to try to remember that little side path that we didn't take last time, because we're gonna take it this time. At least if the encounters let me. One more safety save, because that robot can be a bit of a butt. So we're gonna go in here this time, and we find Eva Unit 2 and Minister Golonzo. Very, very suspicious. Unfortunately, the robot is still alive and functional. And Cornette suddenly remembers that it wasn't just some random accident that killed her mom. It is this robot that did it. And even though it's a dream, Cornette wants to take some revenge on this robot. So we're gonna fight it. Let's fight us and Eva. By the way, Etoile is capable of doing crit attacks, which is some major gun action. Yeah, this part of the game is really nice because Etoile kind of gets over her selfish nonsense and is actually friendly to us and helps us and whatnot. I like this part of the game. I like this Etoile. Oh, I can't reach Kid. That stinks. By the way, this is not the last Eva unit we're gonna see, so keep that in mind. So this is why the horn is so important. Kid does like 100 HP damage less without the horn to power up. And that's 2 rounds. I can't reach him. That stinks. He does have a magical final attack, which I can use to do a little bit more damage. But it's very, very slow. It's a very slow magic spell. Ow, that was a crit. Not cool, game. Not cool. I'm supposed to crit you. You're not supposed to crit me. Just so you know. There we go. What's the big difference between powered up puppet and not powered up puppet? So despite us defeating the robot, our mom comes to the rescue, and what's this? It's the same angel we just saw protected us from Miss Meow. So, our mom tells us to play our horn one more time for her, and she makes a wish on the horn. And she asks the ancients to grant her wish to be with us always. And we find out that Kururu is really our mom. And she's always been by our side.
world seem right. At times you can act like such a little girl, but in my eyes you are the world. I wish you health and happiness for all time, and may the world be kind. Whenever you are feeling down,
So we wake up, we're back in the tower, we're out of Kururu's dream. And there is like a side quest that you can do and find out more stuff, but ain't got time for that. We're speed running. We're gonna leave Kururu here to recover fully, and we're gonna go get our prince. And of course, Setwa is going to follow us. So this is basically unlocking the power of the 5 stones. We have to defeat their guardian dragons. So this is a good time for any plugs or incentives coming up or anything good like that.
Yep. So I've got 2 quick donations. Lulrail sends in a $30 donation, and Silver Moon 9000 sends in a $10 donation with a comment. Trans Santa says trans rights. Heck yes.
Amazing. Yeah, let's get that Trans Samus incentive met, because that is gonna be so cool.
Right? And we've only got $480 left to go to beat it.
You can do it, chat. I know you can do that. So these dragons are pretty much regular standard enemies, so they're not too hard to defeat, but we still gotta go through them anyway. Yeah, again, if anybody is like, hey, this game is pretty cool, I want to speedrun it, there is a super duper awesome guide on speedrun.com under the Rhapsody guide section. That's pretty much what I used. If you have questions, myself and Seawalker are pretty good people to ask about it. The community is pretty small, but they're awesome peoples. Alright, one more stone. Yay, Water Dragon did not use ice on us. Oop. Put the stone on the pedestal, RPG. There we go. Okay. So now all of the stones are in place, we can make our way to Beauty Castle. Which apparently is high up in the sky. We're gonna get a little bit of a meanwhile cutscene first. And this is interesting, because Galonzo seems to have come up here to Beauty Castle. Definitely evil. Despite marginally being a villain of the story, Galonzo keeps popping up in these not-so-good places. Is Beauty Castle next to the Tower of Zot? Yes. Absolutely. That's where Volvalis goes when she needs a break. Alright, so I gotta follow some more directions here, so I don't get super duper lost. So, tile set is a little bit different, but a tower is still a tower. We are gonna come up to some very neat rooms in this castle, though. I know directions, I swear. Oh, look, there's more of those EVA 2 units. Something very suspicious is going on here, chat. Something very, very suspicious indeed. I don't like the looks of all of those EVA units. Alright, so we are going to definitely safety save here. I'm also going to heal Elkun. I don't know why his HP is so low. Because this, we're coming up on the Marjorie fight, and this is a massive curve. It's like plateau, 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 Marjorie fight, let's jump up to the top of this cliff. She and her goon squad could absolutely troll here. So we want to make sure that we have that safety save. Because every single one of these folks is pretty dangerous. And can almost one-shot some party members. And if any party member gets one shot, we have to reset. Okay, we are gonna heal just to be safe. Yeah, collecting all of the puppets would be quite the endeavor, because there are a lot of puppets that are off to the side and hidden and kind of a pain in the butt to get a hold of, unfortunately. Like, it would be really cool, but honestly, it would be a lot of trouble. It would be really neat, but it would be a lot of trouble. We're gonna make sure that we get everybody healed up here. Let's do a mega heal all. This is why you must have Shartae in your party, because she is your healer. And she's gonna Omega Meteor, which is probably gonna mean a reset. Yep. I can't do this fight without Shartae. Can I get my reset, please, game? Oh, you kill Cornet for me. Okay, that'll also reset it. So yeah, if Marjorie does Omega Meteor, it's an automatic reset. That's why we safety save, chat. Marjorie has been super duper trolly lately, so we'll do what we can. Aren't you glad I safety saved? I know I am. Please don't kill her. I need her too. Don't kill my Shartae. She's very, very important for the remaining fights. I'm trying to take her prince away. I know. I know. Oh, that was scary. That was really, really, really scary. I mean, it's still a pixel. It still moves, I guess. Alright, let's get a heal all off, because I cannot let Kid die. He is my damage dealer here. Come on! Heck and heck! Marjorie, please! Please, please stop. Please. Also, I don't know why my resets aren't working, but whatever. It keeps using Omega Meteor, and I have absolutely no control over this. I apologize. I apologize that Marjorie is a troll. My sincerest apologies, chat. It has been like this for the last week. Marjorie has not been nice. Yeah, this is literally the most difficult fight in the game, just because, boom, one shot. Trying to change up the battle things a little bit here to see if it makes a difference. She's not meant to be nice, though, it's true, but she could be a little bit more forgiving. Just a little bit. We have a marathon, folks. Gosh, Marjorie. Gosh. Marjorie trying to wreck my marathon Alright, let's heal. Okay, that's good. Her doing a physical attack there is very good. That's what we want to see. How much HP does she have left? Very little. Let's get rid of her before she casts Omega Meteor again. Alright, we got through the Marjorie fight. Holy shnikes. That was terrible. So we did it, right? We beat the game, right? We can kiss our prince and save him now? Okay, maybe not. So Galonzo seems to have brought up another one of these, evil weapons, as he is wont to do. Marjorie's like, I can take this thing on. Told you, mustache, minister, big hat. And Marjorie's like, not in my house, how dare you? She's like, you're no match for me. But Marjorie is still Marjorie, and she messed up her magic. Right, one more safety save, because I sure as heck do not want to do that Marjorie fight over again. Oh my goodness, I do not want to do that fight over again. Alright, since Marjorie has messed up, we're gonna take on this EVA unit and we're gonna destroy it for our mom. This is payback for our mom. Let's get it. Alright, so just like before, we're gonna get rid of these ads first. And then we're gonna kick that EVA unit's butt. So I'm gonna use Kid's special here, just because everything is out of range. But as you can see, it does less damage than powered up Kid does, and it takes a bit of a time to cast as well. Ooh, that was a nice turn, and he did not attack us. So now we're gonna just use our close range single attack spells and kick its butt. For Mom. And that way we can heal up if we need to. Thankfully, the EV unit fight is usually much less punishing than the Martial Lead fight. I mean, it can get out of hand, but usually only if you don't heal properly during the course of the fight, because it can do that G-laser attack. We did it! We beat the evil EVA unit! Now we finally get to kiss our prince, right? Okay, I guess we don't get to kiss our prince yet. But Kururu and Etoile to the rescue! Limited edition model, yes. Ow. We have lasers too, you know. So chat, we've done cake, we've done sugar candy, we've done flan. The only thing we haven't done is pancakes. So who's ready for pancakes? I am ready for delicious pancakes. Let's do it. Delicious, fluffy, golden, damage-inducing pancakes. Deliciously deadly. Alright, we're gonna get Cornet the heck out of there so that she doesn't die. Yeah, you get a nice little refrain in the music there. That is a remix of the songs that she sings. Owie. Laser is not a very nice move. That's fine, you can attack Etoile. I don't need her. That's totally fine. Alright, the robot should go down this turn. One more attack from Kid should do it. And pow! We did it! Can we finally kiss our prince now? Please? I want to kiss the prince now. Oh, Galonzo's trying to escape. It's up to the Marjorie Goon Squad to take care of him. I kiss the princess when you can have pancakes? I mean, can I do both? Alright, we can finally kiss our prince. So this is an interesting bit of dialogue regardless of what options you choose to do throughout the course of getting the stones. Cornette is kind of upset with how awful she was. And she's like, I don't deserve the prince. But the prince is like, are you really going to make one more person unhappy? And of course we're not. Of course we're not. And things progress really, really quickly. And wedding. Time is going to be coming up really, really, really soon. As soon as I head out to the balcony. And time.
BG.
Thank you. So we do get this little bit of an ending. Now that we're happy, it's time for our mom to go. I don't know, because we went a little bit over, if there's time for the ending song.
I will double check real fast.
Okay.
But can I squeeze in one very quick donation?
Oh, absolutely.
We have $75 from Wells that just says the RPG love. Yeah, I think we are going to wrap it here. We are exactly on schedule right now.
Okay. Thank you all for having me. Thank you, Power Up for Pride, for letting me run this absolutely adorable heckin' game. I'm not gonna hold you all up, but I mean, I suggest you play this game casually because it's amazing. It's really amazing.
I tell my story too, it's just begun.